Hello everybody. I just wanted to pick up on a point that Steve at SDC, that's right, Services made on the Q&A the other day. And it was that sometimes jobs on the exchange, he said the reason they come up, shippers will put jobs on the exchange because they don't want to do them. Now, whereas this isn't actually 100% true, there is certainly more than an element of truth about it. Jobs tend to ping on the exchange for like 2 or 3 reasons. If it's kind of like you're just a shipper and you've got no vehicles of your own, you're going to put every single job on the exchange. If alternatively you've got vehicles of your own but you can't cover it for some reason because they're all out doing something, then once the job, again, the job's going on the exchange. And then there's third reason, which is what Steve said. Sometimes jobs will go on there because they don't want to do it. The hauliers don't want to do it. Now this could be for a couple of reasons. Firstly, it could be because it's going, so think if I do that job, I'm going to take my lorry driver, I'm going to put him in the truck, I'm going to send him there, he's going to tip it, and then he's going to get nothing coming home, so I'm going to have to pay him double miles there and back, and it's going a fair distance, and at the end of the day, I'm not getting rich on it, I can't be bothered. I'd rather give it to someone who might be going that way anyway. I might be able to get it off cheap and get it sold that way. And then there's the one that Steve will also be talking about, which is all their drivers have come back and gone, we hate that job, we're not doing it. But it's for a good customer or a regular customer, or possibly they're contracted to it, in which case that job is constantly going on the exchange. So these are the ones, the latter, the first one you can sort of odds. We've done this before. If it's going out of your way, you might be lucky. It might not. It might be the job that doesn't suit the shipper guy, but it might be the job that suits you. In which case, he might be based in, say, Leighton Buzzard, and he's got a job going to Bournemouth in the afternoon. He's thinking that I can't do that. You might live in Bournemouth and be tipping in Leighton Buzzard in the afternoon. You go, that job's got my name on it. Fantastico. So if it's not, then you get to know your postcodes, you get to know your area. You're going to go, that's going late, so I'm going to have a bit more money. That's going in the middle of nowhere, we're going to have a bit more money. We kind of discussed that one, and there's videos on that one before. If it's a nasty job, the unexploded bomb, you're not really going to find out about it until you've done it. And there's a caveat on this. But what you will, after a while, you do start to twig it. So you do the first job and you go, it's painful. It's a multi-drop job, but it's painful because I'm dropping to farms and I can't get the vehicle down. It's a pain. Or it's painful because I'm waiting all the time for these places. It's sending me to places I'm waiting for. And then there's certain postcodes. We've discussed it before. We've discussed ST10, ST14, MK17. That's JCB. That's Waitrose. So when you've done that job the first time and it's been a pain, and you see the job ping up the second time, you go, I'm going to swerve that one. Or, no, I'm going to bid on it, but I'm going to bid them silly money. Because I know it's a pain. I might even put in the notes going, I've done this job before, I know what I'm doing, I've quoted the money I've quoted because I'm taking into account the waiting time it's going to ensue, or I'm taking into account the aggravation it's going to ensue, like, you know. The caveat being, I'm on one at the moment, which is it's a regular drop coming out of MK. It's MK17, ironically enough. It's out of Waitrose, but it's not Waitrose, it's in the car park. And their drivers seem to hate it. But it's a multi-drop. I mean, in fairness, I'm not really doing the multi-drop, I'm doing the burst. But our drivers are doing the multi-drop, but it's 3 or 4 units on industrial estates with forecourts with forks. So you go in the morning early, which suits us. You pick up 3 or 4 drops, and then it might be St Albans, Bishop Stortford, or Welling Garden City. You may go down as far as Southampton. You go bop, 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 get them off, and you go home. You've done your day's money. So just because the shipper puts the job on there, it might be because their drivers don't like it, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't suit you. End of the day, if you are stuck with a load of waiting time, ring them and tell them. If you do the job once and it's painful, you just chalk that one up to experience, and this is how we move forward. This is how you get to know people, how to move forward on the exchange. There's no way around it. An argument can be made. Some people, when they do quote ST14, put in the notes, not to JCB. So that you know, you think, okay, I'm going to be sitting there for hours. Not, again, as I say JCB, last time I got in there, I got better. They've got the beepy thing now, but don't know, I'm sure that'll be a controversial one, but it's just part of the course. And the other thing you've got to bear in mind, as I've always said about the exchange, is you will get to do some fantastic jobs. You will get to some magical places. You'll do some wonderful things, meet some wonderful people. You'll also go to some horrible places and meet some horrible places and meet some horrible people. It's just the way it is. It's kind of like life, you know? It's kind of like that. So, but yeah, so as regarding the fact that shippers put jobs on there which they don't want, sometimes not always, and as regarding which jobs are the ones that you don't want, that's just experience. You get to know the jobs, you get to know the postcodes, you look at the job and you go, oh, hang on, there's one coming out of it. Oh, hang on. No, I know what that one is. I think we'll give that a wide berth, because we're not in the we're not here to hang around and drive ourselves mad. We're here to take care and take money.